Okay, let me tell you why I think therapy is dumb. Actually, that's not quite it. I actually think it is made-up nonsense that is basically a cultic religious practice seeking spiritual advice from a guru, but repackaged for modern secularists who think they're too smart for that sort of thing, and also more expensive than a guru. Psychology is not a science. It is a collection of different incompatible philosophies about the nature of human beings. You've got a few big ones. Firstly, you have things like humanism, which basically says that the key to a good life is high self-esteem. Now that sounds very nice in theory, but in practice, people with high self-esteem, do you know who the highest self-esteem people in the world are? Sociopaths. Secondly, you've got another example would be behaviorism, which basically says that human behavior is governed by the exact same principles that govern the behavior of a rat or a dog, so it denies human agency. Thirdly, you also have Freudianism, which says that the biggest issue in life is repressed sexuality. Looking around at our world today, I don't think that's our issue, guys. There's a whole bunch of other issues with this practice. It is not regulated by meaningful practice standards. Unlike dentists or real doctors who have to adhere to specific treatments, a psychologist, once they're licensed, can do whatever therapy they feel best. There was one therapist given in an example by John Rosemond where he was treating anxious children by giving them amulets and spells whenever they felt uneasy. There's also no evidence linking biology and mental health problems. There's no physical exam, there's no gene mutations, there's no brain differences, there's no biochemical imbalances. These things don't exist. And let's look at the success of this practice. Child and teen mental health. Based on child and teen suicide statistics, the mental health of children today is about 10 times worse than it was in the 1950s and 60s. And in that time, child and teen therapists, well, the number of those has increased exponentially. Anywhere else where you get more treatment, the disease gets better. Here, the disease, in fact, gets worse. I'm of the opinion that the sole benefit of talking to a therapist is simply the benefit of talking to someone about your issues. And that would, in fact, normally be better done with a wise friend, a parent, a pastor, rather than, say, going to BetterHelp and talking to a random stranger on the internet. Talk to wise people who actually love you and who also don't want to keep you coming back to give them more money.